Well, cousins, good morning, good morning. Well, honey, some of the cousins, some of our Democratic cousins want President Joe Biden to step out, while some of our Democratic cousins are saying, Uncle Joe don't have all his faculties. Uncle Joe needs to go. And according to the people in the YouTube streets who write the magazine on CNN, they are saying that President Biden and his family, along with Jill, his wife, and Hunter, his son, had a meeting over the weekend because all the cousins are calling for the Presidente to step down. And Jill is like, oh no, I don't think so. And Hunch is like, daddy, stay in. Y'all, my heart goes out to Uncle Joe. Job, I keep calling him Job. Joe. My heart goes out to Uncle Joe. My heart breaks for him. As a mom of a special needs child, as a daughter of a father who has frontal dementia. My heart breaks for Uncle President Joe. My heart breaks for him. My daughter has to speak to state reps and the state nurse ever so often, and I sit right here with her and I jump in. They ask her a question that she can't answer, and I just kind of jump in. Like, what do you do at your program, Lexi? And she's like, oh, I go to program. And I'm like, well, Lexi, tell her, what do you do at program? Do you go bowling, skiing? And she's like, oh, yeah, I go bowling. I go to the mall. I go to Dave and Buster. I go shopping. I like to go shopping. My heart breaks. My heart breaks for Uncle Joe. Uh, this kind of remind me of some moms who had special needs children who were in denial, and 30 years later, because I wasn't in denial, my child can read, write, do math, she can't write a Bible, we're working on that. She swims, she dives, she skates, she dances. We're gonna get her a tricycle because Lexi just can't get that two-wheel going, so we decided we gonna get her the tricycle bike for adults. It's so cute, girl. It's so cute. It's just sweet. I'm gonna show you all a picture. My heart breaks for Uncle Joe. My heart really breaks. Um, some of the cousins are in denial. Oh, Uncle Joe is all right. He's all right. Like what we saw was what we saw. Our eyes were lying to us. And that Jean Pierre girl, I cannot stand her. Oh, she's such a delulu girl. She's such delulu, honey. But the cousins are saying in the Facebook group, girl, because I'm in all the Facebook group, that Auntie Jill, honey, she has a bad ego, honey. Okay, and that she's the one running the White House, and they are saying that there are times people come to the White House and Auntie Jill interview them with no other representative there, honey, that the real person who's running the White House is Uncle Jill. And they are wondering, is that why the country is in such a depression? State eggs $9. I don't eat no eggs, no way. Lexi's allergic, so I don't buy it. The two Michaels might buy one or two. Gas is so expensive. I don't use a lot of gas to go to work anyways. Y'all, cousin, I feel bad. I feel bad for Uncle Joe. I feel bad. And I feel bad for Auntie Jill. And Auntie Jill, what Auntie Jill needs to do is do the right thing and encourage Uncle Joe to step down. Though there's a lot of electoral issues, I'm sure they can work it out, right? I'm sure they can work it out. Because if Uncle Joe decided to go on to glory, they're going to work it out, right? They're not going to vote for somebody who went to glory. And then for the cousins who are complaining about Hunter Biden, and he's a felon and he going to jail. Listen, Let me tell y'all what I don't like about black people. Black people, y'all are such in Delulu, and a lot of y'all is lying. Now, Big Mama, you be down there with Pookie at the courthouse. Huh? Pookie could do something a million times. You sitting in the court. That's my baby judge. That's my baby judge. That my baby is a lie. Lie, my baby didn't do. I love my baby. Come on. Y'all know as parents, especially us mamas, honey, we gonna stand by our sons. We gonna stand by our kids. I have no problem with President Biden standing by Hunter. I have no problem with Jill standing by Hunter. Now, whatever the legal ramifications of what he did is gonna do, but for y'all that want him to throw away his child, come on, y'all lying. Lies. We all gonna stand by our kids, honey. I don't know. I don't know any parent whose child has done something wrong, unalive somebody, and you not gonna stand by him. Come on and testify in the comments. We all gonna stand by our kids. So why y'all want the president to throw away his son? What is wrong with y'all wanting to throw away people? I don't understand. Now, whatever the legal ramifications of what Hunter did, it's gonna be, but that is still the president's son and the President Jill, First Lady Jill stepson, right? That is gonna be. So let's just stop acting like if that was our son for all the allegations, whatever, child. I don't know. I was there. That we not gonna stand by our son, huh? Let's stop acting like that. I think the prodigal son story is one of those stories in the Bible that the church hasn't gotten the revelation of the prodigals. I need to write a book. Huh? The church has not gotten the revelation of the prodigal son. And this goes back to what I was saying last week about Pastor Tony Evans. Yes, Pastor Tony Evans. That is his title. Huh? Pastor Tony Evans, Pastor Robert Morris, Bishop T.D. Jakes, Bishop Carlton Pearson. Listen, I will give these people their title because God has called them. Maybe God called them. I don't know. If you say God called you, boo-boo, you is who you say God say you is. Is this whole idea of throwing our people away when they mess up? Now, I ain't gonna marry no man that mess up, but you know what I mean? Like, God really want us to come to repentance. And I think the church has preached hellfire and brimstone. We've preached prosperity. Ain't nothing wrong with prosperity. God wants us to be prosperous. I'm a prosperous woman. My family is prosperous. Okay. But we need to preach forgiveness. Huh? Because isn't that the real gospel? The real gospel. Good news. What is gospel? Good news. What is another term for good news? It's too good to be true. The true gospel is about forgiveness. That's not what we come here to talk about. I want to talk about my heart is breaking for Uncle Joe. Okay. My heart's breaking. And Auntie Jill needs to go on and sit Uncle Joe down. And I don't have a problem with Hunter Biden advising his father. But Hunter, you need to tell your dad, come on, Papa. It's the boat has sailed. The boat has sailed. Okay. It's time. It's time. All right. Comment below, let me know what you think. Let me go ahead and read this art. I just had to say that a little bit because I'm just like, come on, people. Let's just not be. You know what I mean? Come on. Okay, so it says Biden's family encouraged him to stay in the race as they discuss whether top advisors should be fired. So right now, y'all is in denial. And this is another thing. All them people on CNN, Morning Joe. I woke up early to watch Morning Joe. Morning Joe didn't show his face because he know Mika would be lying. Okay, at least CNN is doing a little better. Like, well, blah 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 blah, blah, blah. No, that top advice talk about, oh, he over my husband. Oh, he was over. I'm like, my top advisors should be fired for what? No, they should not be fired. Let's stop the delusional, Auntie Jill. Uncle Joe, it's time for Uncle Joe to sit down. Uncle Joe's been in politics. We thank Uncle Joe for what he's done. And let me tell you, I am not a party liner. I'm in the middle. I'm an independent. FYI. FYI, go back and find my video when Trump had COVID, how I sat here and said we need to pray for the president. I don't care who the president is when it comes to me praying for the president. Now, granted, I vote for the man that's going to put the money in my pocket. Hello, Trump tax codes. I vote. I'm a kitchen table voter. Who's gonna put the money in my pocket? Who's gonna lower my taxes? Who's gonna make me pay less for gas? Who's gonna decrease my grocery bill? Who is going to lower my taxes so when I start rolling over all my husband's money he got in his 401k, they're not trying to charge me 35%? Who's that man or woman? Who's that man or woman? That's how I vote. See, I don't do emotions. I do my pocketbook. Yeah. I do my pocketbook. Who's going to put the money in here? Who's going to give me some money? Huh? Me and my husband was just talking about start rolling over, converting his 401k and how much taxes we going to pay. You convert 50,000, he gonna pay. They gonna take 10,000 for taxes because they're gonna take 20%. But our me and Mike's tax rate is more like almost 30%. So next year, when we do taxes, if we take some money out this year, guess what? I got to pay more. I'm going to owe Uncle Sam either 15 or 18 more percent. So I vote based on my money. I vote based on safety. Who's going to keep me safe at nights? Who's going to lower my taxes? So as far as I'm concerned on this channel, I'm an independent. When I talk to my husband, that's something else. Okay. So my heart goes out to Uncle Joe. Okay. New poll impact of Biden's debate. CNN, Joe Biden family on Sunday encouraged the president to stay in the 2024 race, and privately discuss whether top aides should be fired on the heels of Biden's stunningly poor debate performance, which has thrown his campaign into turmoil. Biden's family, including First Lady Jill Biden, son Hunter Biden, and their grandchildren, convened at Camp David for a previously scheduled get-together and implored the president to keep fighting in his bid for a re-election. Biden advisors told CNN what the advisors described the family as having offered their unequivocal support. Shame. The family, clearly frustrated with the team that prepared President Biden ahead of his alarming debate with former President Donald Trump, discussed whether any of Biden's top advisors should be fired and whether campaign staffing changes should be made, one advisor said. Biden, however, is known for being loyal to and protective to his close advisor, and does not like to fire aides. As of Sunday, it did not appear that any major staffing changes were looming. The admiration and support that Biden's family showed the president Sunday mirrored the First Lady effusive public praise for her husband in recent days. She told Vogue on Sunday that the family will not let those 90 minutes define the 4 years he's been president, and vowed to continue to fight. No, I can't even read no more. I can't. This is sad. No, First Lady. Auntie Jill. Auntie Jill. We saw you helping Uncle Joe down the two-step. We saw when Uncle Joe walked to the podium. We saw when President Trump, like a boss, walked up in there. We saw when the debate was done, her Trump turned and walked, and we saw you helping Uncle Joe down. We heard that Uncle Joe is not really there at the White House. You're running the White House. Uncle, Auntie Joe, Jill, why you don't run for president? Huh? Why you don't run for president, Auntie Jill? You should run. You should run for president. Presidentress. All right, yeah, I can't read no more. But I'm just saying, my heart breaks for the president. My heart goes out to the president. This is sad. This is sad. And I'm with the cousins that say Uncle Joe needs to just go ahead and bow out and go out on top. Go out on top. And then some of the cousins feel like this is retribution for them to allegedly steal in the 2020 election. I don't know. I wasn't there. I'm just telling you what the people say. I don't know. I wasn't there. All right, boo boo. I love you. Let me know what you think. Thank you for your love and support. Mwah. Talk to you later. Comment below. Bye.